A lot of agents are very set in their ways in terms of how they negotiate, how they prospect, how they send documents. And so until they break that mold of this is how I usually negotiate, this is how I usually sign up, they won't fundamentally take the product to where it can go. Sales is all about a rhythm of your business, and once you get into a certain rhythm of how you prospect, how you sell properties, and how you negotiate, then you can implement the systems that they've got. And once you start to really see clarity around how you can do it, then it makes it very easy. You would never pay for printing contracts. I don't have to worry about missing documents. I can exchange contracts on the run. Buyers can do it, vendors can do it at any moment. People make excuses around technology, and agents will say, this way works for me and it has done for 20 years. Okay, that's all well and good, but if you want to move forward in the industry, or if you want to provide something slightly better in the marketplace, then why wouldn't you just adopt? I saw a client last night who we had a few meetings with. She wanted to give us the business, and she just wanted to have a bit of argy-bargy around the commission. And then once we'd agreed on, she gave us the green light and said, I want to work with you, let's get going. A normal agent would then may have had the paperwork with them, and then they would have had to spend half an hour filling it out, reading it through with them. They may feel uncomfortable to sign it in front of you, so then they might take the paperwork away, and then they sort of send it through to you in the next few days. As an agent, you'd be sweating on, like, have they signed? There's another agent that undercut me on commission until I have it all signed up. It's still pretty open. But then pulling it back to, I met them at 6 o'clock. I was home by 6:30. I sent them the agency agreement at 6:45. At 10 o'clock, the agency's back in my inbox signed. That's the advantage that you have as an agent, the speed that you can offer. You can get things finalised, which protects you as an agent. I have the agency agreement all signed up, so I can be relaxed. I can move on to the next thing. I don't have to be worrying for the next few days over the weekend. Because it's digital, because it's so easy to sign, it's really based around why you're paying someone $80,000 a year to spend half a day driving around Sydney to drop off contracts. That's ridiculous. Have an assistant, but have them do things that are going to make you money over things that you can actually do yourself. So Auction Now, for instance, I just have my laptop at the property, and then I sit there, register all the buyers through the system, and then I take the iPad and do the bids. Other agents will have 2 or 3 assistants standing around doing all that legwork, writing down everyone's details and making sure that they're registered, and have someone taking the bids. The lead agent will be there schmoozing people and chatting around. I just don't feel that there's a need for that. I can just do it myself. Having people running around doing all this stuff that they don't get paid for, or getting that person to do other things that are not productive, it's so much easier, simpler, consistent and transparent. Just over the years, it's sort of morphed into a certain way. Because I've done it now for a while and I haven't had an assistant, everything's just been streamlined, quite efficient. Each property sale is slightly different. No property sale is exactly the same. And so everything has its own little story of how it came together. And then if you can entwine that with the products, all my pitch documents and submissions are based around showing evidence in the marketplace. Years ago, we used to encourage vendors to come and watch an auction. You'd be like, hey guys, we've got this really good auction happening on Saturday. You should come and have a look at it. You get a sense of what the market's like, and you'll see the success that we have. And that will build confidence to get the next listing. You'd be lucky to get that person to come to the auction, right? Because they've got all this stuff going on. Whereas now, with Auction Now, whenever I have a successful auction that looks really good, I just request the raw footage, I save it, and then it just goes into every submission that I'm pitching on for the next property. And they can watch the live auction. They can get a sense of what's happening in the marketplace. There's a link in platform where they can follow it live at that time. Then you can send out that link to all your prospective sellers the morning of the auction and say, hey guys, if you've got a moment, just hop online, watch this auction live. And so all these little things add to the whole little picture of like winning the business.